Guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video. In today's video I want to go over how I knew that 25,200 and a bit was the top for now for Bitcoin. I want to walk you through the thought process that I had and how I knew that this was very most likely for now the top. So let's start diving in. If you like the content, then do me a very like and subscribe. Alright, so I first want to go to the price section that we're seeing right here. This is BTC USD on the 1 hour, and you can see that we were making higher lows all the time, and we were making higher highs until here. The second high was a little bit higher, but it was kind of a fractal, almost at the same price, and then here again at the same. And that already was the first signal that we are kind of topping out a little bit. The second one is that I drew a fib retracement all the way here from the bottom of the price somewhere here in the top. That was right here where I said this is a Monday opening of the price, and traders are looking at Monday openings, weekly opens, etc, etc. And then if you have the top and the bottom, you have yourself a golden pocket that was right here between 24,930 and 25,313. So that was confluence number 2. Then number 3 is that we had a wick, that is the yellow line of Bybit, that is the bottom of a wick that we had here during a dump. As you can see, this wick only went to here, but this is from this exchange Bitfinex, but the one from Bybit went a little bit lower, and I said I am taking the one from Bybit because that is the one that is mostly used for day trading, and that's also the exchange that I am using. So therefore that for me is a very important resistance line, because that was a support last time. So that's confluence number 3. Then the next one that I saw around this level is that we were making tops, but you can see that these tops are just slightly higher every time. 1, 2, 3, 4 all SFPs, swing fill patterns. You could have traded them all, and here 5, and they're all just a little bit away from each other. That is not what you want to see on a bull run. What you want to see in a bull run is where price is just shooting up, correcting, shooting up much higher, making a way higher high than this one, correcting down again, making a higher low, shooting all the way up, making a much higher high. But you don't want to see this where you just have a little bit of higher highs. That is usually not the recipe for a sustainable bull run, and that for me was another sign that we might be topping out just for now. Another one was that the price was making a rising wedge. So we have our golden pocket, that's 1, the highs are just getting very slowly, that's 2, the wick of Bybit is 3, and that we had a few highs at almost the same level, that's 4. Then we have a rising wedge, like I just already said. That is usually a bearish pattern, the breakout to the downside. Not very perfect, not very nice, because you could say, you know, this little bit of a fake out before we broke out, went all the way up, retested it, and then really broke down, then no retest anymore. But this is a bearish pattern. The target actually is approximately the bottom of this wedge. If I just take the measured move from here to here, you can see that's approximately the bottom at 23,000. So that is then number 5, if I'm not mistaken. And then number 6 is that we are also creating from this moment on a bearish divergence where the momentum waves were going lower and the price was still going higher on the 1 hour. But also if I zoom out on the 4 hour, we had the exact same, also a bearish divergence. Right here is of course the price is going just slightly higher and the momentum waves are already going lower. Money flow was not really in your favor here because the money flow was still slightly going up, but I have to say in the last few weeks the 4 hour money flow has never given a very clear direction, because that has been a lot around the 0 line, as you can see almost here the entire time around the 0 line. If you take then for instance, let's say the 1 hour, then you see much more of a hump here on the money flow in the bottom, and on the small time frames, or the let's take the daily just for fun, then you can also really see that here the red was much thicker. So there was a lot of confluence, and then you're just looking at, okay, we have so much coming together, what is then an exact price level, because the price needs to top out somewhere. And I thought this week would be very nice. Now, very unfortunate for me, I was on a mini holiday, and I made the promise with myself that I would not be trading, had no laptop with me, and I don't trade from my phone. So I unfortunately didn't catch this short move, but if I had this open at that time, then I would definitely take a heavy short. But yeah, unfortunately, like I said, I didn't, but it was well said in advance. I mean, look back at all the other YouTube videos. I said already multiple times, everyone is expecting 28k, so wouldn't it be nice if we take a level that's just underneath that no one expects, 25,000 and a bit. That's exactly what happened, and now we are going lower. Now, few other important things, except for that we had so much confluence at that moment of us going lower, is that here you have the volume node, so you see exactly where is the most traded volume, where we say the blue thick line right here, that's also where the price is finding right now, is the value area high. In the bottom, the value area low, and this red line is the point of control, so the most traded volume over this entire period. And you can see that yesterday we went underneath, and now we are trying to go up again. If we are losing this level, then I think we are really gonna go much lower and eventually visit these lows. We're not there yet. If we are able to reclaim this again, then this upper level right here is then kind of a fraction where we are in, and that is then the one that I'm looking out for. Then as you can see, the price here is just a little bit above, and also here then is most of the time above, so then we are really back in that range again. So this is very important. This is like on a very macro time frame, but if I now zoom in on this range that we have right here, so let's take this till here, then we can see that on this smaller volume node that we are bounced off exactly yesterday here from the value area low, and now we are going higher. So if we are able to breach this macro value area low that is right now approximately at 23,500, then there's a big chance that we are going to visit the point of control approximately 24,000 again. Now, why is this important? I am going to take out this rising wedge. We now know the target approximately 23,000. If we're going to reach it, I'm not sure. But if I pull a few fibs, then we also see some very interesting confluence that I want to show you with all these price levels that we are making. And then you can see that BTC is just trading from level to level, and that is that we kind of bottomed out exactly yesterday here at the golden pocket, and we are still fighting with that level. Now let's say that this was kind of the bottom. Actually, I also want to show you this week, because we have seen that in previous videos also. Then it was approximately 78.6. Let me quickly put it in there that you guys can see it. Perfectly bounced on the 78.6. So it doesn't really matter if you had your fib on this week or on this week. You could have seen that it perfectly bounced off, and that you always have a lot of confluence at the moments that the price is really reversing to the upside, to the downside, and that is the beauty about TA. Price is really just trading from level to level. Now, why is that 24,000 so important? It is because if we take this bottom from the wick to this top right here, then we're seeing that our golden pocket and the point of control is approximately at 24,000. So for me, this is a very important level. Let's put this right here until here. Then you can see this box right here, the golden pocket and the point of control of this more local volume node. That is super important. That is probably where we're going to bounce off. Now, if we want to have an even more perfect bounce, then we need to go to this top right here, and then we have a golden pocket approximately between 24,430 and 24,000, let's say 500. Now the nice thing about this level is that you can see that it's also right away coinciding with these this top right here. I want to say these wicks, but exactly this top. Now, wouldn't it be nice if, let's say, we are going higher, maybe in this box, going low a little bit, then going higher, and then until this box, making a swing filled pattern here. So we are going higher, then lower, closing the candle underneath, and creating that swing filled pattern is a bearish pattern itself, and we hit the golden pocket, and we are creating a lower high. If this happens, and this is really the preferred dream scenario for a short, then for me I would say, you know what, then we are really trying establishing lower highs, and then this is a lower high, but this is then really a filled shot to make a higher high, and then again we could say same high or even lower high, and then for me I'm saying the trend is 100% reversed. We are going much lower, and then to be honest I think we are also going to break this very macro value area low, and eventually we are nuking much more south. Now let's say that the bulls are winning a little bit and that we are breaching this level, then of course we need to surpass the golden pocket and then this top, and then maybe we can look out for 28k. But on a lot of levels I'm saying, you know what, we might have just need to take it a little bit slower. S&P is pretty much overbought. The dollar is rallying again. So if the dollar is rallying, BTC is usually dumping, and if the S&P is going down, then usually we're seeing Bitcoin also going down. So I'm staying very cautious. Yes, I am in a long since last night. Exactly from this bottom right here, so I caught the falling knife. That's nice, and now just see how far we can ride up, maybe until this golden pocket, if I'm very lucky until here, and there I will definitely take profits, because to be honest it looks pretty weak right now. The price action is just very slow, and every little pump is now kind of being taken over since the last day or two with a quick dump to the downside. So I'm saying very careful. If you like this kind of content, then please do me a favor, like and subscribe, or leave me a comment or share this video with your friends if you think that's useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, where I upload you usually multiple times a day. Thank you guys so much. See you in the next one. Bye bye.